Hey guys, it's me, Mysticsynthesizer, and surprise, I'm not dead yet. I haven't posted since like November or something like that. I don't know. It's been a while. Um, once again, school takes over my life all the time. And then on break I was basically working like every day just to kind of save up some money for school again. But the semester started on the 9th, I think. Yes. And today is the 11th, which means I had my second day of class. And so far my schedule is a garment construction class, an open lab obviously. If you're in fashion design classes, you need one of those, trust me. A product development class, a knitwear class, and a pattern development 2. So it's like taking patterns I made in pattern 1 and making them into like actual usable pieces. And then I have an online class because I have to satisfy some basic generals, just kind of like you do for every 2-year course. So I'm planning on starting on Teacup today, my cosplay by Saikozu, maybe? I don't know how you say the name, but I will put a link in the description box below of the exact outfit that I'm doing, as well as like her website for all her designs. But I'm doing Teacup from the like afternoon tea book that she has. And I'm gonna start working on the corset patterning today. But before that, let me just show you something here. This room is a disaster. There's stuff everywhere. I got that for school today. Woo! But there's stuff literally everywhere. There's no way I can work in this. So before I get into teacup vlogs, today I'm gonna work on like a life update thing while I clean. Because why not? My camera. So I'm sitting on the ground for a lot of this video, so let's adjust my camera. That should be good. Oh yeah, and I dyed my hair. Now it's purple and like a tealy color. And I'm gonna have my phone by me because my father's coming home soon and the weather here is horrendous right now. Like I had to drive basically 40 miles an hour the whole way home from school in like a 70. So that's how that went, but this should be empty in theory. I used to use this tote thing for school, but it got too heavy. And I'm working on losing weight, so I wanted to have the option to take the stairs more. So I got this, and then I have this bag here, which will be holding most of my fabric. But I packed it for what I would normally have for class for one day, and now I'm moving things into this tote. But so far, first semester is going okay. I'm still having issues with the one teacher that I seem to have issues with a lot for an unknown reason. I feel like she just has a dislike towards me. But, I guess I could explain what each of my classes are for, basically. So, starting with, garment construction, in that class I'm making a fitted vest and a pair of, like, slacks. And basically that class is teaching us the finer details, like how to create, like, binding corners, doing a fully lined jacket with, or jacket vest with facing on the armhole, the neck area, like everywhere. And then the pants will be doing like pockets and other things like that. So that class is basically teaching us finer details that the very basic sewing class didn't. And we do get to make things in our own sizes too, which I think is really cool. Because then I make a lot of like costume stuff while I'm in school. And that's basically all that class is. We're gonna be learning like zippers and things like that in that class too, but my big projects is the vest and the pair of pants. And then for open lab, that's self-explanatory. When I have homework, I do it. And My product development class is where we're using Adobe Illustrator to create like flats and things of designs and figuring out like how much it costs to make things and fabric costs and all that, and how to figure out the best way to make profit off of what you're making, which I'm really excited for that class. It's gonna help me a lot with like cosplay commissions. So that I'm very excited for that class. And then knitwear, we're learning how to work with knits. We're making, that teacher has an obsession with like baby wear. I'm not sure why. So we're making like baby diaper covers and a bunch of samples. Like I already had to go out and buy 3 yards of fabric just used for samples that I pretty much end up tossing. But that class we mostly do, it's the diaper covers. We're making a peasant blouse, a bikini, a one-piece swimsuit, and a final project, which I think, what she was saying was it might be a dress, but we're not really sure yet. The only downside of that class is obviously we're working on industrial sergers, and there's 20 people in my class and 11 sergers. We have to pair up to use them. So that's a downside to that class. It's also with that teacher that I'm convinced just hates me. I'm convinced that she hates me, and I don't know why. And then pattern development 2, I have that class tomorrow, so I haven't actually had it yet, but basically like I have most of my patterns in this corner. But this is one of the things I made. It's a bodice and a sleeve pattern. And we used a patterning book, which I will show in a YouTube video soon. That book is amazing. Like, you can literally make patterns following the instruction, that book step for step, and it'll show you how to make slopers, which is the basic pattern for everything in industry. Like, every industrial pattern is based off a sloper. So once you know how to make those, you can make basically anything, and it's really cool. But pattern 2 is taking those slopers and changing them into other things. I'm not sure what they are yet because there's 2 different teachers and they both teach different things. But I'll update about that class when I do updates on school later. But basically, you usually end up making like 4 patterns the whole semester because just drafting a pattern takes like 4 class periods, and we only have 1 class a week. So that's why that class is very like, you don't do a lot in it because of how long everything takes. But from what I've heard, we make like pants with a waistband and like turn the bodice that we made into something that can be used for a dress and things like that. And then I think we work on like adding slits into the back of the skirts and things like that. But I couldn't say 100% on like any of that because I haven't had the class yet. And then we have things like Student Success Day where Samantha Ray from Project Runway is coming to our school. That's pretty cool. But I don't know a whole lot besides like the basics of what I was told today and on Tuesday for what's going on in class. That's basically my semester. And then my online history class, which I'm not going to talk about. It's just a general class that I like. In this college, you have to take a studio course to pass this program. And the way my schedule would, if I'd have taken a studio course this semester, I'd be going to school Monday through Friday. Now, I live an hour from my college, so that's not realistic. So next semester, I have less classes to take, so I'm taking my studio course then and satisfying some general courses for my next semesters right now via online classes. That way, like, I can do stuff while I'm at home. Totally lost my train of thought. But that's how I'm doing that. In one of my later videos, I'll actually pull out, like, every single class I need to take and, like, what the optional classes are, because you get to take a couple optional ones. But the biggest thing about this college is they do something called line design, where the seniors design their own, they design their own 5 to 6 garment line, and they do a fashion show. which is really cool, and they basically spend an entire year working on those pieces. And I think it's really cool. I'm super excited for when I'll have the opportunity to do that. And you get little kits with the school too for industrial machines. We're not allowed to use home machines, which to me sucks because I don't like industrial machines like at all. But that's a personal preference. I don't have a choice in that matter. I just have to deal with it. So through the school, you definitely like need to buy their kits, otherwise you're lost. Like, there's so many things you need in these kits that would cost you way more money to get. And always, bobbins have a ton of extra, and bobbin cases, there's specific ones for industrial, you can't just use them from home. Buy more than one, because there's a guarantee one day you're going to forget it in the machine and someone's going to take it, or you're going to lose it. I have 2 of them right now, and I haven't lost one yet, which is cool, but it could happen real easy. So I'm basically anticipating the day that I end up losing my bobbins. But I guess that's all for my semester, so I'm gonna finish cleaning and then we'll go into my teacup video, which I'm really excited about. That costume I'm very excited about. But that's all I have for school today, so thank you all so much for watching my video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!